Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Transformers Masterpiece Inferno. And after this review, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now here you can see Inferno in his vehicle mode. As you can see, he's a fire truck. It's got a nice ladder up here that slides in. The front of the fire truck looks nice, very well rounded. I like the blue on the windows, the Autobot symbol right here, and the headlights right here. And on the side here, you can clearly see his arms and some black wheels right here with some red in the middle. He's got a fire hose right here. He's got these tanks that could be pulled out, probably to help him stand or something. He's mostly just this regular red color. I do like the nice panel lines they put here on the side. Not much going on the back. Well, that's it for vehicle mode. I just want to show you, he does have, you can change these headlights. You can change the headlights for these nice silver ones right here. He is originally packaged with the silver ones, but I do think the white ones have a nicer shape, and I really don't think the silver one is better just because it's shiny. I mean, the chrome's not a big deal for me. Now to get this guy transformed, what you do is, he's packaged in vehicle mode, so I'm showing you how to transform him from vehicle to robot first. If I remember correctly, this head can be flipped up. Get these things on the sides out. Get the head out. Just get it on top like so. Now you can separate the arms from the bottom like this. Just pull these parts out. Next, you can just take this part with the fuel tank. Hold on. You can get the feet out first, like so. Nice, makes a nice ratchety click right here. Get these parts on the bottom. Fold this in. Get the part with the fuel tanks down. Get this part in the back. Well, I think you can separate the bottom from the top a bit more, but you got to get, whoops, should probably get the wheels out first somehow, like this. This should probably stay in the whole time, but it just happened to come out. Fold the, hold on. First I need to get this part up. Feet down, legs down. Get these in. The arms up. Move the arms like so. Get this part diagonal on the side of the arm. And this tab is supposed to go into this slot right here. Do the same on the other side. wings up, like so. Want to fix the hips so they're directly below the front of the fire truck. Get this ladder in. Just want to get these parts down. And you want to get the wheels into this tab right here. Can be a bit tricky, but should be able to find it eventually. And now here is Inferno in his robot mode. Now for robot mode, Inferno does come with this extra piece that goes where his headlights are, and they're mainly to have Inferno hold other Masterpiece figures as if he's rescuing them, as you can see in this picture right here. Now, he also comes with this extra nozzle right here, and you can replace the shiny one here with this white one, just like so. Now, I do prefer the shiny ones since they're basically just the same shape. And you can also put the nozzle in, take the hand out, and even though it's right back here, it nicely goes into this space in the bicep, which is pretty cool. And you can also have him hold a gun right here. Now, it's a tight fit, but the good thing is once it's in, it stays in really well. I think looks pretty cool. Now, going over the robot mode, really like the design of the legs. Just the overall shape and the way they nicely engineered this whole part to make it fun to transform is something I really like. Really like the clicking noises here. They look really nice and dynamic. I do like the shape of the feet, the red part of the legs, the knee pads right here. The waist seems to be black all around the belt. I do kind of like how they made the whole leg be able to go back and forth as opposed to have put a bunch of waist flaps around it, which I didn't like in the other Masterpiece figures, but I did like how they didn't put those things here. As for the arms, I do like the white part above the arms. I do really like the pound lines on the forearms, and I like the pound lines on the shoulders, which look really nice. As for the chest, again, I'm really glad they put the Autobot symbol here. I think that's really nice. Again, I really prefer these white headlights right here. I think they look better than the silver ones. The silver ones are just this really shiny color. You can't really see the headlights that well. I personally just find it monotonous, but here they show up really well. So I really do prefer this piece on the chest instead of the silver one. Head sculpt is great. I just wish there was a way to remove the box around here and the wings here. Now, overall, I do think this Masterpiece Inferno figure is good. But I don't think he's one of the best Masterpiece figures. Heck, I don't even think he's one of the best. Well, he's one of, but I don't think he's even the best Inferno figure out there. I think this is more harkening back to how the G1 toy looked than how he did in the cartoon. I don't recall him having this box around the head, and I really wish they didn't do that, since not all Transformers fans started collecting with G1. Not to mention the fact that I don't think he had this in the cartoon, so I really don't get why this was necessary here. But as for the overall robot mode, I really think it looks nice. I really like the proportions. It's a nice shade of red. I really do like the pound lines, and I really do like how the legs look. They are shaped very nicely. I think the feet are shaped very nicely. I do like the shape of... I do really like the shape of the shins, and I do like the kneecaps. Now, as for the other accessories he has, you do get a communicator right here, which you can put on his arms. Comes with two, actually. Here's the other one. And he also comes with some extra faces. This one here, it appears to be another frowny face right here. Hold on, I can't get this to focus right. Comes with a nice smiley face right here. And a sort of angry, surprised look right here. And you can also change the helmet on his head. Comes with an extra helmet right here. And again, whoops, accidentally swung my camera there. But again, I do think this robot mode looks really good. I like the proportions of this figure. It's a really nice shade of red. I like how you can switch the gun for the nozzle. And I really like the overall dynamic feel, molded details, and panel lines they put around the figure. Now, as for the articulation, the arms can go all the way around. Elbow goes a little over 90, about, I'd say, 135 degrees. Biceps go all the way around. Head can turn. You have to move the whole box. The head itself can go a little back, turn a little left and right, and look up and down a little bit. Knees, 135 degrees. Got some ankle pivot right here. It goes about this far, and this far the other way. They don't really, you can tilt, doesn't really tilt up. Does tilt back this much. Legs, it's hindered if you try to make it go back. It doesn't really, only goes back like a little bit, but you can do a full 90 forward. And the hips, they feel pretty loose on mine. I'm not sure if it's because I was pulling this joint at the waist and that would split apart but wouldn't, or if it just came that way. I do have to warn you that if yours is loose, be careful when tightening these screws. They can go past toward this little plastic part, and this little plastic part will fall off. The whole top part will come off. So just be careful if you're doing that, or just don't do it if you're wanting to be careful not to break the figure. Well, that's it for robot mode. Now I'll get back into vehicle mode. Now, it's not really explained at all how to get it back into vehicle mode in the instructions. The way they pictured it is really better for transforming it into robot mode, so I'm kind of didn't like how we don't get instructions for the reverse, but try to show it. Really need to should stop pulling on that, on those hips. It's pretty loose. If I remember correctly, this part in the back does come out. Now, as for the arms, it's kind of difficult to tell how to turn them back in the instructions. I mean, all you really get are pictures of the fire truck from the side right here. It doesn't really... and right here as well. It doesn't really tell you how to use these hinges on the hips, so really felt they should have done that. But the proper way to do this is to eventually get the legs back and be able to pull this front of the truck forward so that this forms a fire truck like this. So since that's how it's supposed to be done, just get the wheels out like so. Want to get this part out. Remember, this part flips out. So it's like this, and you want to get the front part down. So ladder goes back here. Now for the arms, what you want to do, which they don't show you the instructions, you want to get this tab into this slot right here. You can get the nozzle out. It's really personal preference, but it doesn't matter. What's important is getting these two white parts together. Then you flip the car doors right here. Now, if you remember correctly, or I remember correctly, the head should be the last part, since that's what I did first. Now I just get the front part out. And really, you don't really want to pull on this gray part right here. These two gray parts, they're not supposed to come off. I mean, split apart. So just try to avoid doing that. You want to get the hands in this space right here. Then you close this part with the ladder. This is really the only thing that keeps the legs together in vehicle mode. Then get the head down. And pretty rough. I don't remember how the wings of the head were when this was down. Okay, I think I get the problem. This front of the fire truck isn't all the way down, so get it so all the wheels will probably touch the ground. Wait, I need to get these bits out. These little bits right here. Now, just push this down. Hold on, to line this up just right. Okay, now I see the problem. I forgot to get these parts on the legs out. Fix that. Okay, looks like I found a way to get the head in. When you have the top and the bottom separated like this, you take the silver part and the wing, turn them down. Then you try to get this silver part past this gray hinge right here. that should get the top of the head down. Then you get this flap right here. Now, for the last time, I will open those two parts right there. These should line up right when you have everything in the right position. Which I'm pretty sure I do. Just get this part in the tabs. This side looks good. Then I get the ladder out, like so. And you can take this part under here, slide it out. Now for the last part, you have to sort of get that apart and push the little part out. And now here is Inferno back in his vehicle mode. So again, I've got to say, Inferno is a very nice figure. As a Masterpiece, I don't think it's one of the best Masterpiece toys. I don't even think it's the best Inferno toy out there. But for what you're paying, which is probably $100, this is a very nice figure. Very fun to play with. Probably weren't for that box around the head, I'd say this Inferno would be a much better figure for me than it is right now. So I do recommend picking this up, especially for the price I paid for it, about $100. And he might come with a little Optimus. They're doing him now instead of the coins. Well, that's it for my review. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. My username there is Legend Antihero. You can follow me on Instagram too. My username there is Legendary Antihero. And you can also friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/Legend Antihero. Well, that's it for my review. Goodbye.